Hello everyone, in this video I will show you an eBay business plan in which you can make $500 a week on eBay Retail Arbitrage in 2022. I will also give you 11 recommended stores that you can use as your suppliers for retail arbitrage in the USA. Ready? $500 a week business plan. These are the 4 pillars to achieve the goals. We have sourcing strategy, market research, listing, packing and shipping, and of course, customer service and seller performance. Let's go over sourcing strategy. Plan your retailer's route and stick to 50% ROI. What does that mean? So for planning your retailer's route, before going and sourcing and buying new products, you want to plan your route and make sure you are not wasting time. For example, Monday I will go to Walmart and the Home Depot, and on Thursday I can go to Kohl's and Marshall's. Always do it in a way that makes sense based on the location of the stores, so you do not spend too much time on the road. So sticking to a minimum of 50% ROI, and for those of you who do not know, ROI stands for return of investment. So to get the wheel rolling, we want to make sure we make enough profit. This is why we recommend to go for at least 50% return on investment. If you buy products for $1,000 a week and work with a 50% return on investment, you will make $500 a week and achieve the targets of the business plan. And this is why we suggest going twice a week, so you keep your initial investment of $500 each round. Now let's go ahead and talk about market research and finding the top selling products. Now this is the most important part of the business, finding these products that will sell fast and will sell for a profit. And stay tuned because soon I will go over the sourcing and product research workflow. Now, one more thing to be aware of is the size and weight of the product, which brings me to prioritizing small-sized and lightweight products. We want to make sure the shipping cost is as low as possible so our profit margin can be high. The price of the product does not matter at all. It can be small but expensive. For example, portable hard drive of Western Digital is small but expensive. These products can actually bring more profit as the product price is high and the shipping price is low. So now that you have done your market research, found your product, it's time for the listing, packaging, and shipping. Let's talk about the photo shooting. It is important to have professional photos to increase the click-through rate, but we also want to make sure it's fast and productive. So we want to make sure we have the right equipment to create photos on clean backgrounds with good quality lighting and a good camera. But today, any new smartphone has a great camera, and that should be enough. There are plenty of photo shooting kits on Amazon that you can purchase for less than $50. Now, when you have your photos, you want to list and you want to create the list. So let's talk about listing creation. With Retail Arbitrage, we might sell used, open box, or products with damaged packaging. This is why we want to make sure we update the right product condition on the listing when we create it. Our goal is to outrank our competitors' listings. So we want to make sure we have the better listing. And of course, along with that, we want a better price if possible, better title, better item specifics, and better description. The more advantages you will have on your competitors, the more chances you have to sell the products faster. So now for packing and shipping, I will start with the final step, which is the shipping labels. The most recommended and cheapest way is to buy the labels directly from eBay. The other advantage to this is you are already getting the label with the buyer information, which saves you a ton of time. Then, of course, you need to make sure you have a clean area to pack. So like a 1-by-1 table is completely enough. Get boxes, envelopes, and tape, and you're good to go. And also, by the way, I want to mention, don't spend money on boxes. When you're starting out, you can find them for free in collection spots. However, later when you want to scale, you better get yourself a bunch of boxes and envelopes. Now let's go over customer service and selling performance. Send post-sale messages. This is after purchase, when shipped, and this is super important because you want your customers coming back, and this is the way to do it, sending those messages. Also, check your resolution center and update tracking numbers daily. All right, so now we have the criteria for top selling products: price, stock, and profit, high demand, outrank your competitors. Let's talk about price, stock, and profit for a second. We have competitive price, inventory management, at least 50% ROI. So competitive price, because we want to keep the initial investment low, we would prefer to sell products with better prices than our competitors. So we can move the weekly stock quickly, gain cash flow, and continue with sourcing on a weekly basis using the money we earned from the sales. Now, inventory management, we prefer to focus on products with higher quantities. If we catch a winning product, that will generate us higher profit. However, we will not exclude winning products with a low quantity because the goal here is to maximize our profit with a time ratio. Now, again, we're talking about at least 50% ROI. And like I mentioned before, make sure you pick products with at least 50% return on investment. And the reason is we want to make sure we can maximize profit with minimum spend. So again, for example, you purchase products for $1,000 weekly and you stick to a 50% ROI, you will make a profit of $500 a week. Once you go below 50% ROI, you will need to invest more, but this all depends on your budget. And this business plan, we actually try to make it as affordable as possible. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about high demand, at least 20 sales in the last 30 days from all the listings. Again, as we mentioned before, we want to move products fast. This is why we will stick to products with at least 20 sales in the last 30 days. The higher the criteria you set, the better results you have. However, you have to also be flexible because from time to time, you can find products with only, let's say, 19 or 17 sales, but the return on the investment will be 60%. So be flexible, and it's really important you understand the importance of each criteria. Now, to outrank your competitors, you have to have a lower price than your competitors. You have to optimize your title, description, item specifics, and photos, and of course, better shipping and return policies. After we find a product with high demand and we make sure we have a better price, we want to make sure we can also have a better listing than our competitors. So before we actually buy the stock, we will check our competitor listing, create a better title, check their description and item specifics, and make sure we can be better in all of those areas as well. And of course, with the photos. And the last thing we will do is have better shipping and returns, and this is only if possible. Note that price is superior. So if you have a better price to begin with, you are already at a huge advantage. So here is a visual. High demand plus 50% ROI plus optimized listings equals a winning product. Here we have the product research and sourcing workflow. We have 3 steps. Step 1 is do your homework before you start your sourcing journey and create a sourcing report. Step 2 is drive through your retailer's route and validate the products you find. with the Zeek mobile app. And then step 3 is stock your products and list to eBay. So let's go over step 1. What does it mean to do your homework before you start your sourcing journey? Well, before leaving your house and starting your sourcing journey, we want to look into Zeek Analytics and learn about the top selling products in our niches. You're probably asking yourself, but how do I know what niche or category to target? Well, this is pretty simple. Some stores are general, such as Walmart. However, other stores focus on specific categories. So let's say you already know you're going to drive past or through Dick's Sporting Goods. You want to analyze the sports category in advance and just come up with some more knowledge about the top selling products of that niche. Now, step 2. So if you're entering a store and you're approaching the clearance department, which I highly recommend to do, you see an interesting product with, let's say, 70% discount. Before you decide to buy it, even if it is at a great price, you have to open Zeek Analytics with your phone. You have the mobile app and search for that specific product. In a couple of seconds, you will get the stats, and then you can decide if this product is worth sourcing. As we said in the previous slide, we want a product with at least 20 sales in the last 30 days. So using Zeek Analytics will give you an edge you need to pick the winning product. Always aim to take data-driven decisions when it comes to sourcing products for your business. After a long day of sourcing, you're coming back home or to your warehouse. You offload the products and organize them to your shelves. And you prepare an inventory list, which is really important when running a business. Once everything is in its place, you can start with taking the photos and listing them to eBay. So guys, as promised, here's a list of the 11 suppliers I recommend for retail arbitrage in the USA. We have Walmart, Target, Kohl's, Marshalls, Ross, TJ Maxx, the Home Depot, Home Goods, Dick's Sporting Goods, Dollar General, and other dollar stores, as well as CVS and Walgreens. Remember, always check the clearance department to find the best deals.